Hello everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the ITP Guide 9.0 by MS Club of SLIIT. And today we are here to explore and gain insights into one of the most important academic milestones, your IT project. And this session series is designed to guide you through the process of covering key aspects that will help you to successfully plan, develop, and manage your project with confidence. So, for those who may be new, the MS Club of SLIIT is dedicated to empowering students by organizing various technical and professional development events. And here we help to bridge the gap between theoretical learning and practical application, ensuring that students receive guidance and resources so they can excel in their academics as well as in their career journeys. So get ready to get some insightful sessions ahead and make the most of this session. So I'll share my screen. So is my screen visible?
Yeah, Janukshan.
Yeah, then let's begin. First, let me introduce myself, and I'm Janukshan Sivakumar, third year undergraduate specializing in software engineering. And currently I am a SC intern at IFS. And today I will be conducting this session Introduction to ITP. So today we will be discussing what is ITP and its importance and how can you get a good grade in it and why ITP, about choosing the topic, also managing the project workload and time management. Also, we'll go through about documentation and assessments, also teamwork. So to begin with, what is ITP? So Information Technology Project is generally known as ITP, and it is a 4 credit module. And other than not like other modules, this entire module is going to be a project. And the duration of this project is 1 semester, which is a very less amount of time when you are balancing with all other modules. And as this is a group project, this group contains of 5 members. And I think you all have registered as project groups during the vacation, right? So this project will be an initial approach for industry level projects. Unlike IWT and OOP, which you have done before, this is not an ordinary project, but this is an opportunity where you can solve a real world business problem. So here you have to put more effort than you have done before. And also it is an important piece of work in your degree program. Yes, because it is a very large project and this will be one of the largest project that you will be doing before the research project, which you will be doing the 4th year. So that's the general idea about ITP. And next, what is why ITP? So the purpose of ITP and its objectives. So ITP is an important part of your coursework. Yes, from the academic perspective, you should definitely pass this module and this will have a high impact on your GPA. Not only that, you can showcase your acquired knowledge so far because this project will give you a very good opportunity to give life to the theories, concepts, and the coding practices that you have learned so far. Also, you can develop knowledge and skills to solve a real world problem. So both as an individual and as a team, you can get to know about various tools and technologies. And here you can do it by self-studying or by the teamwork. And the skills and experience that you get through ITP is very useful because they can be used once you go to the industry, get a job. Yeah. And this can act as a bridge between university level and industry level basic project. Yeah, because the successful completion of this project will be a very useful element when adding to your CV or resumes, because as you all are in second year, second semester, once you complete this, most of you all will be start searching for internships. So when you are doing so, you can show this project and express your skills, how you have completed this, and so on. And when doing this project, the most important thing is choosing a topic. So you must be very careful when choosing a topic. So the selected topic should cover all required aspects, innovative solution, and key business functions. And you must choose a unique project idea, because it is recommended not to pick a very common topic such as school management, hospital management, or like hotel reservation, because most of the people in earlier also have done so far. So always try to come up with a new unique idea. And another important thing is no plagiarism or outsourcing. So I think all of you have know about what is outsourcing. And if you don't know, outsourcing is like getting a project by someone else by paying them money. So this will be a very heavy loss for you, because in this valuable period, you will not gain any knowledge or skills as another person does it for you. So outsourcing is very strictly prohibited, and getting caught with plagiarism or cheating may come up with serious consequences. Sometimes you may be penalized as well. So don't try to outsource, do it by self, and you can get many more benefits doing that. And next thing, so when selecting a topic, mainly there are two categories. So one is real world problem and the next one is a client based. So when it comes to a real world problem, you are going to do an innovative web based application, which can be a solution to any current problem. And there is no specific requirements in that. So you can think out of the box and come up with your own creativity. And the next one is a client based project. So here you must have a real client, and it gives us a basic industry level experience. So it is highly recommended. So where you have to deal with a real client and you will act more responsibly. So we recommend you to do a client based project. And if you are doing a client based project, there are certain aspects when handling a client. So first of all, you all have to find a client. I think if you are selecting a client based project, you might already found a client. So after that, you have to gather information. So gathering information, of course, can be done through questionnaires, interviews, and any other methods you have learned before. After that, you have to analyze the client requirements properly and make sure whether it aligns with the ITP assessment. Because from my personal experience, as we did a client-based project, we had some functional components which actually didn't require all the correct functions, but it is an essential feature in the evaluation. So what we did was first we implemented it according to the assessment criteria, and then we removed all the unnecessary features when delivering to the client. So you must be also analyzing the requirements well. And another thing, you must plan and define the deliverables. Here, you have to have a clear idea about the deadlines and when you can deliver the project. So it's better to discuss the delivery date with the client, and if it is within the semester, you can uh, do within it. And if you have more time to deliver, and so you can complete the requirement components for the evaluation, and after that you can add the additional features after the semester and deliver to the client. And at last, don't promise features that you can't deliver, because if you think you can't implement this feature or you will not have time to do this, don't give them false hope. So those are the basic things that you need to follow when handling a client. And then regarding the functions in your IT project, first understand the problem very well and then implement each function as a solution for the problem. So as this is a 5-member project, basically there must be 5 significant business functions, one for each member. And I think you all know what is a business function. So basically business function is uh, this defines to core process of the software which supports to the business goal. So for example, if we take like employee management or inventory management, so these are just not simple CRUD functions, but collection of all related functions together, which will gives us an integrated solution. So these are business functions. So you must have 5 business functions in your project. And another important thing is equal scope for each function. Yeah, the functions must not be too big or too small. For example, one person can have a component with several functions and some features which may not even relevant to him, and another person may have very basic functions. So this is not a good practice. Therefore, you must select functions with equal scope, and each member must be distributed with equal amount of work. So when discussing about function, there are several features which you can use as functions. So here, there are certain essential functions such as CRUD operations, create, read, update, and delete, and search filter, and report generation. So other than these essential features, there are some other features such as QR code scanner, graphs and charts, auto-generated emails, one-type password, and also these are now just not special features because now there are more AIO IoT features which you can uh, add to your components. So also there will be a session done related this AI and IoT features. And also you can add new features relevant to your component. So you can add any new features which can impress the examiners. And you must remember that don't fit all the features in your function, because first try to just implement the essential ones and then start working with the features that will be suitable for your system. And also everyone don't need to have the same set of features. So in your functional component in the system, each of the member can have different functions. Each of that can be unique for them. So that's up about the functional features. So after finalizing and getting the approval for your proposal, you may be confused about how to start and where to start your project. So here you can use the software development theories, which you have learned in the SC and SPM module. And I think you can remember the SDLC model. So this is the framework that defines the activities that is performed throughout the software development. So as in the picture, first of all, you have to plan very well. So planning is very important, and then gather all necessary information when analyzing. And after that, the third phase is designing. So here you have to create a UI prototype for your project, which will be discussed by Samudit following this session. And then in implementation, you do the development. And after that, you will test your components and integrate them as a whole project. So as the final step, it will be maintenance. So here we won't be maintaining our system. So you won't use it, but remember that. And so therefore, by following a SDLC model like this, you can make your project a very disciplined and a systemic process. So not only that, there are also certain software development methodologies which gives set of project management principles, tools, and technology which you can use in your project. So as you may know, there are several methods, such as traditional methods such as waterfall, iterative waterfall, spiral, and prototype, and modern methods such as agile. So here it's always better to go with agile because it is more beneficial where you can improve the quality of your project and you can track your progress and you can plan sprints and how you are going to cope up the project. So we will be discussing more about project management later in this session. So then I'll move on to the project workload. So under the project workload, choosing a suitable technology is very important. So you can choose a suitable technology by doing a self-study, or you can analyze your project as a group. So you can use any kind of stack such as MERN or Mean, and nowadays as there are many more stacks. If you are interested in any one of them, you can use it. And a very important thing is setting up your GitHub. Yeah, setting up your GitHub at the very beginning is important to keep your work safe and tracked. And it doesn't matter if you don't have any prior experience in Git or GitHub because it's very normal. Uh, Also, in that period, we were also not aware of Git and GitHub. So don't worry. You will have some sessions regarding version controlling, which will be done tomorrow. So you can get to know about that. So in that, then comes the integration. So you should do your integration timely to getting avoid blocked by the conflicts. As you will get marks for integration, it's better to keep all your work within one repository and merge them frequently. Otherwise, if you do, each person will do their work separately, and when you are trying to merge them at the very end, it will be very difficult to integrate that. So this is the GitHub repository which we had, and at that time we had 8 members, so we had 8 contributors there, and so we all worked from the beginning as a team, and we integrated from the first. So all our contributions are there, and from my experience, our team created a shared repository, as you can see here, and we kept it integrated from the beginning. Initially, it took some time for us to learn JIT, and we were unaware of that. And we were very behind in development when compared to some of other teams. But at the very end, we were easy when integrating that, and we completed it on time, where other teams which integrated at that time were struggling to do that. So I recommend you to start with the GitHub. And next, time management. This is a very crucial aspect because completing your project on time is on how you manage your project. So it's better to use a project management tool like Trello or Jira, where you can organize your work clearly. So when using a project management tool, you can keep track on the ongoing activities and the tasks to be done in the future and the tasks that are completed also. So don't try to stack all the tasks and wait until the last moment to complete it. Plan and prioritize your tasks into sprints and complete whenever possible. For example, you can have 2 or 3 tasks for a 2 week sprint, and you can try to complete them within the time when you always have time. So as there are other modules that carry similar credits, uh, you may have not time, and they also have many assessments. For I think for MAD, of course, you will have several individual projects to be done. So you have to manage your time efficiently. So I think you can see the Trello board. This is our Trello board, which we used during our project. And it was very useful when we did so. So here we organized and prioritized as our tasks as to do, in progress, testing, and the done tasks here. And this is also very useful when you are going to show your progress if the lecturer asks about what we have done up to so far. So you can show that you have completed this amount of tasks and you are going to do this and these are done and so on. And next it's about documentation. So here you have to submit several documents throughout this project. And don't worry, the templates will be provided for all the documents. So first of all, there will be a project charter. So here you will be giving a brief description about your project and the functions in it. Next, the project proposal. So you can use your feedbacks you get when submitting your charter to create the project proposal. And in the proposal, you have to submit all the aspects that given in the template. So there will be various topics to be covered, such as literature review, methodology, and you also have to reference the uh, information that you have obtained. So you must be very careful to cite all the references. So for example, if you are getting information from a website, so you must get that link and cite it properly. So I think there will be IEEE citation used. So look into that carefully and do the references. Also, so if you are doing like that, it's when if you generate it through AI, it will not help you. So don't get plagiarized. And there may be some group activities. So these group activities will contain to write some use case scenarios or drawing ER diagrams and etc. And at last, there will be a final report to be submitted. So here you must document every aspects used throughout the project. It will be a very huge one. There will be certain formats to be followed, such as fonts, table of contents, and page formatting. So strictly follow those, and you will be getting marks for those also. During this documentation, you will overcome several diagrams which you have learned previous semesters, such as use case diagrams, ER diagrams, communication diagrams and sequence and activity diagrams, and many more. And most importantly, make sure that you submit your documents to the correct link. As in the course web, you can see several submission links which belongs to all the groups. So go for your relevant group and submit to the correct link. And also remember that you have only one member from your team must submit the link document and also submit it before the deadline. So if you submit it after the deadline, you may be penalized or the marks will be reduced. So be careful when submitting your projects. And then about the assessment criteria. So don't worry, there will be no any written exams or quizzes in ITP, but there will be continuous evaluation done. So don't absent for those evaluation time. First of all, there will be a project proposal and a presentation, which carries 20% of your final mark. And there will be activities and then a progress evaluation. In the progress evaluation, you must show your 80% completed prototype, and there will be a viva and also a code evaluation. I think it will contain about 35% of your final mark and the final report and presentation. Here in the final presentation, you must do your product demo after completing your whole project. And here also you will have a viva that contains up to 45% of your mark, including the final report. And when presenting, always be well prepared and deliver a clear demonstration, because so then the examiners will get a good idea of what you have done. If not, if you didn't present it well, even though you have done your project very well, it will be in vain if they didn't get a good idea about that. So present very well. And next, use the learning tools with proper understanding. So know what you are coding. When you are coding, don't just try to copy paste from the internet or anywhere. If you do so, it's okay, but understand what you are doing. Just read it and understand what happens in that specific function or feature. So you must be always get ready for a code review, because during the Viva, you may be asked to explain the code or to modify the code, sometimes to do minor changes. So always be prepared for a code review. Another thing you must uh, remember that a common mark must will be not awarded for everyone in the team. So each of you will be getting marks based on your work and your performance. And that's it about the assessment criteria. So finally, it's about the teamwork. So the members should have their own responsibility. As I previously mentioned, each member will be having their separate components. So they should be able to complete their personal component and also contribute to the team. And know your team very well. So if you know your team very well, you can utilize their strengths very well, because one of your member can code very well and another one can design, and each one of them have any talent within them. So using this skill set, you can learn within your team. So you don't need to go anywhere else to learn. So know your team very well and then choose a good leader. I think you may be already chosen a leader. So it's not only his responsibility, the leader's responsibility to do all the work. Each member must in charge of all the work, such as documenting, testing, integrating, and everything. So don't just let one guy do all the work at a time. Just like a leader for documenting and a guy for the UI preparations, and one member will be doing the integration. So don't do it like that. Instead of that, divide the work equally among everyone and do it. So it will be easy for everybody. And help each other. So unlike individual projects, the main advantage of the IT project is the teamwork. So always work as a group and succeed. And then brainstorm together. So don't just do only your work and don't even be look out others' problem. So always after completing your work, just see what others are doing and help them if they have any problems. And also all of you must have a general idea of everyone's system. So sometimes you may be also asked during the evaluation about the whole system. So be well prepared. So then working as a team will give you success, and as this is a group project, work as a team, and so you can do it. And that's up about the introduction to ITP, and it is not much difficult. So if you plan very well and execute these steps, you can get it done. So I hope you all have gained something useful from this session. So are there any questions you want to get to know? So if you are good to go, then now we can move on to our next session, which will be about UI and UX. So here Samudit will guide us through the exciting world of designing. So over to you, Samudit.